All right, guys, we are back once again for another CBC podcast. And as always, thank you for joining us. Hopefully, you enjoyed the show today because we got a full stacked roster of good topics for once. Members of the channel, look out for a bonus topic coming on Saturday where I'm going to go into more details on the old Kraven the Hunter from The Amazing Spider Man and why they're using elements of that in the upcoming Kraven the Hunter film. Also, additional topics will be coming out, of course, throughout the week, the return of Q&A starting next week's podcast, and much more. Also, as a bonus, over the course of the next month, just about every single day at some point in our members section, I will be dropping random codes to video games available on Steam. There is a lot of codes that I have that I just never used. A lot of video games like the Mass Effect Legendary Edition that came out last year, Back for Blood, just tons of games all over the place. So if you're a member, stay tuned for those. Hopefully, you're able to grab yourself a code and enjoy some great games. And speaking of great or whatever, here's the show. The Titans covers everything in blue. It's just a blue filter on Titans, right? Do they take Red Hood and suddenly just smear it in red everywhere? Like, because I imagine that's what they would do.
Well, they'd have to, because otherwise the helmet would look purple with the blue filter.
Ah, yeah. Maybe they'd also get a helmet that doesn't make them look like a Pop Funko, but you know.
Or a massive Iron Man fan.
Yeah, guys, we decided to spend some R&D money instead of spray painting Iron Man 2 replica helmets from that film because those were slightly larger from back in the day. It's like those Hulk fists that they still got sitting around, from the Ang Lee Hulk.
I was trying to think of what they could use for the Hulk fist, to be honest.
They just reused the old Ang Lee ones still.
Oh, it's Beast Boy. He finally turns into something other than a tiger.
I don't believe it.
He becomes a gorilla and he has the Hulk hands.
Perfect. Actually, that would work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, good old Titans. Whatever happened to that show? It's probably canceled. Nobody watches it.
I've heard nothing since season 1. So.
Oh, yes, another fine week we got here at Titans headquarters, doused in blue paint. If you join us on the stream, you know what we were talking about. If not, douse yourself in blue paint and you'll have Titans vision. So, there you go.
Is the Blue Man Group canon to Titans?
They'd have to be, right? They're just Gotham thugs because they all look like the Blue Man Group.
And the Smurfs.
And the Smurfs. That's the Joker's gang in the Titans universe. It's the Smurfs.
Papa Smurf took a turn.
Oh, the economy in Gotham is so grim. Gargamel was like, man, I'm out. We're all going to become villains. Oh, I just realized there's going to be so many people that are like, one, I understand the Smurfs. Two, who remembers Gargamel? Oh, man.
God.
I am...
If you can tell me the name of his cat, then extra points.
Oh, man. I mean, that one escapes me. It's been a while.
I say I can't even remember the name of the cat. So I should say anything. Really.
But I remember as a kid, I was like, Smurfs, yeah, but how about them Snorks though? Because I always like the offbeat brand of everything as well.
Yeah, I could never understand why they had a snorkel on their head when they lived underwater.
Yeah. What was up with that?
It's like, how do you breathe?
The good old TV shows, whatever. Those were the days, though. TV was simpler back then. Now you have all sorts of... You can't even keep up with TV anymore. Like, there's so much content. You're like, I literally have to actively avoid stuff because I don't have enough time in my life. It's crazy. Which brings us back to Titans. Mm-hmm. Avoid at all cost.
And I do. I do.
Many people do. Many people do. Yes. So, as always, welcome to the podcast, everybody. We got a good amount of topics here. We're not going to waste time like we have so far in this show with a couple minutes in. As always, I am your host here, Armin. And as always, I am joined by Mitch.
What's up? You can find me on Twitter at 692tweets.
And also, Tristan.
Hey, you can catch me at SJ Chance. And I'm running on fumes right now.
Oh, yeah, you are.
I was gonna say I'm tired, but I remembered you too, and I'm like, yeah, I can't say that.
Yeah, well, he's been up forever. I've been up for quite a few hours, so It's I will say though, I feel accomplished in my having the ability to be awake extra hours. Um, I finally beat my first Souls game, and it's Bloodborne. So I finally beat one of those damn Souls games, and Bloodborne literally, I feel like that game just made me its bitch. That's how I feel about Bloodborne. But I did it, so I can officially claim I have one of those games under my belt.
I have none, and
Oh,
I never will have any.
So, did you get the true ending though?
Yes, I did actually look that up. Once I got the other one, I was like, I'm gonna go for the other ending as well. What a messed up game.
Did you grind out the blood vials or whatever that game wants you to do?
Oh, I did. Oh, I grind out. Yeah.
And Benny was in there straight away. Is Azazel? Azrael is the cat in Smash.
Ah, yes. Oh, yes. Batman's opposite. He's real. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. So now I will say I am working away on that damn Elden Ring. That game is killing me even more.
I'm like part 9 into a playthrough of that, or watching someone play that.
Oh, it is. It is hard.
I get stressed just watching it. I can't actually cope.
Yeah, I should not be playing these games because I'm bad at them, but the world pulled me in, so whatever. Well,
Yeah.
Games everywhere, in fairness. So.
Yeah, it's wild. People keep coming back for more, even want to get folded by bosses. I think there's like 93 of them in the game.
Yeah, it's. I did see though the new PlayStation 5 patch came out, and they officially said the next update is going to include VRR support. I'm like, oh, finally! My God, like that's honestly been the best feature on the Xbox Series X is that variable refresh rate. Because
I'll be honest, I didn't even know I didn't have it.
No, like if you have a TV, you can force it, but it doesn't really use it to full. So like, if it's a game that's been somewhat stuttering, I've been now buying them or just getting them on Xbox or whatever. Because it's like, look, within 10 frames down, you don't notice it. So it's so smooth. I'm like, yo, it's finally gonna help. It's finally.
So would it stop my monitor black screening when Destiny switches between 60 and 120?
Probably, actually.
Thank God for that.
I hate that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, hold on a minute, I gotta load onto the 120. It's like, oh.
Is that when you switch to the Crucible? Because
and every time like it backs you out into matchmaking, it switches back because that's not 120.
Oh,
that's 60.
That's painful.
It's like, come on.
That is painful. But hey, you know what? We got a good segue here. Speaking of painful things and possible rectal exam. Gotham Knights. You like that their video game? You like that their TV show? Why not also get a movie? Oh, okay. You're oversaturating a brand before it's even had a chance to breathe. This is the most tactically sound WB approach I've ever heard. So, boy,
it is.
Okay, so here's the thing. I am excited in the video game just with the idea, and also I've committed to doing a Let's Play with Nick for his channel partially, so he's going to be Red Hood, so I claimed Batgirl. So
what has he got on you?
I may or may not have accidentally sent wrong links to people, and now there may or may not be some sort of version of me coptering something. You know, I'm not saying what, but it's actually just me being really excited to watch Iron Fist, and now he can hold that over me. It's like a dangling, this guy likes terrible content. So yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. But hey, Gotham Knights, the video game, people are excited for that. The CW show, which is coming in literally, that's going to be coming in hot because they're shooting it like in the next month and a half, and that's going to get picked up the series. Like, they have nothing else they can do, so that's going to get picked up. So that's coming in this fall or mid-season.
Watch it not.
I will be shocked if it doesn't. Yeah, it's... But a movie. Allegedly, some of the people are saying that it's going to be set in the DCEU, which would kind of make sense, but if we're doing a Gotham Knights, then technically you need a Batgirl, you need a Nightwing, you need a Red Hood. So they got a lot of work to do to get to that point. Like, a lot of work, especially...
I mean, they done Birds of Prey without a few of the members.
Oh yeah, I forget that's in the DCEU because it's good. Yeah,
No, we had the Avengers without Ant-Man and Wasp.
that's true. But how do we handle then like a Red Hood and a Nightwing who are clearly gonna have to be sidekicks to Michael Keaton's Batman? Like that's the confusing part for me. You're like, hey, yes, they're sidekicks and one's fallen. Okay, but not the Ben Affleck. Or maybe it was, but suddenly they don't recognize their own. Oh my God, this universe is going to be confusing.
Yeah, it's one of those. It's like, can you do one or the other? Either everything's connected or it's not.
Yeah,
Please.
yeah. Yeah.
I'm too tired to even try and keep up with it in my head at the minute.
Yeah. They should honestly just connect it all like the CW was doing before they undid it because they're like Superman and Lois is too good to be connected to all this bullcrap. So we're going to slowly disconnect that over here. Don't look over there. It's like, oh, okay. So.
Like Red Hood, you could do. You just pick up on what Affleck had, and whatever happened. If say that hypothetically Affleck's dead in the DCE moving forward or whatever.
Yeah.
If that Robin comes back, you can have Keaton feel like he needs to take responsibility.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I imagine that's kind of why he's training Batgirl or something like that. And you could take that route, like he feels responsible for these kids.
Uh-huh. That's true, yeah. And he's like, man, your Bruce Wayne is gone. I don't know how people are going to suddenly believe I'm Bruce Wayne since we're completely different, but hey, that's for the writers to find out. That'll be interesting to see that angle on it. Huh.
Like, just have a funeral for Affleck or something, and then the Bat family's there, and Keaton's like, oh, I guess I got to do the thing again.
Amazing.
And that's your death in the family.
Nah, that's true. I mean, look, Gotham Knights, it has a ring to it. It has a brand. The video game's going to sell. It's a Batman-ish video game. Even the bad ones sell. So, like...
I say, where did Gotham Knights come from? Because I don't think I ever heard of it before a couple of years ago when it first started, and now it's in everything.
It was kind of like one of those, like, bootleg team names. They were, like, in the comics. It was kind of like, oh, these are, like, the Gotham Knights, and then kind of just, like, the video game really took off with it. Now it's like, we're going to saturate the market till it's doused in this, so... Yeah.
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, that sounds very Warner Brothers.
And it's a good name. It's like, oh, Batman, Gotham, the Knights. Oh, okay. Like, it's better than calling it like the Bat Family or something, which honestly, it works, but that's so it's not as appealing.
Is the Bat Family even an official name?
Not really, no.
It's just a thing that's kind of like just caught on.
It's kind of just a thing, yeah. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Okay. The Gotham Knights was I guess a Batman series. So they just took it from a previous publication.
Yeah. I can't remember when it was.
Trying to find it. Looks like it's during the animated series, so early 90s.
Yeah.
Found it. It was the publication was from 2000 to 2006. It's one they used the name.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, okay. So
it sounds very 2000s.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll see what they do with it. Obviously, we're going to talk about Gotham Knights the closer they get to the game and the show and whatever happens with the film. I'm assuming this film might end up going the way of the Nightwing movie, where it's like, we're still working on it. It's like, bro, it's been like 9 years.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
The same thing with the
After Black Adam and Flash, we all know it takes them a while to get going.
Yeah. Still waiting for Green Lantern updates, guys. Come on.
Who?
Speaking of who, how about that Morbius? Hey, Morbius, you're in the No, you're not. We're kicking you out before your film's even out.
I say there's two options to this story. A, it was all just false advertising.
Mm-hmm.
Or B, Feige got his way and said no.
It'd be one hell of a thing to do, false advertising when you see Jared Leto.
So,
answering all these questions of are they? Maybe, I don't know.
I mean, let's look at this realistically. When they went back to the drawing board and Morbius was already shot and they renegotiated that new contract, 100% Feige put his foot down. He was like, no,
Yeah.
no, you can use it in your advertising, but do not put it in the final cut of this film. And boy, it doesn't seem like
He's like,
it's in
I've
there.
seen the dailies. These are terrific. Get away.
Yeah. If people are trying to catch up with what's happening, the murder thing in Morbius, that's been cut. Adrian Toomes, the Vulture, originally, from what we understand from test audiences, first they referred to him as Adrian and the Vulture. Then they cut that. Then they cut his name. Then they end up cutting his dialogue. Now they just outright cut him from the film.
See, I've heard it's either a post-credit scene or he's out entirely.
Yeah,
I'm not sure which one it actually
seems to be
is.
the post-credit scene is the one that people are like, that's the only thing they kept him in, but he doesn't say his name or anything, and unless you know, you would have no idea it's the same.
Okay, so there's now a third option, right? They didn't have a post-credit scene, so they made Keaton's the credit just so they could say they've shown it in the trailer.
Yeah.
They had to keep that going. That's
Yep.
what it is.
They got to keep the post-credit scene and the last scene of the film in the trailer, which they've done for every single film so far. So, I mean, this speaks volumes to Morbius, right? Like,
Yeah.
this is telling.
I feel slightly vindicated, to be honest.
But you know what else also strikes me is they removed all mentions of things that happen in LA and Venom. Those are all cut as well. Like,
oh, really?
there was the scene where they're talking
How
about...
bad have you got to be cut out of Venom?
Yeah. Like, that's the thing. Like, because there's obviously the crime scenes we've seen. They're like, oh, there's been weird things happening in LA. Apparently that dialogue's all been cut. The mention he makes about Venom's been cut. The mentions about, like, the bigger Marvel universe that they were placing in there, bouncing off of it. Like, I know early test screenings had mentions of Carnage and the Institute. That 100% I know has been cut as well. So, boy, you gotta be goddamn trash for Venom to be like, nah.
I mean, it kind of is because I have not seen any advertisement for Morbius.
He had that poster that's not really a poster, it's a screen.
The best thing.
It has the better acting than Jared Leto.
Because I did see people were like questioning, does it really come out April 1st?
No, they moved it forward, actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nobody will know.
Unless it's Australia that I saw Benny post it. And it's like, it's still April 1st for the rest of the world, but...
Poor Benny. They're holding them hostage to watch that film.
I mean, they are convicts down there, so...
Terrible. Just...
multi-generational, like, punishment. There you go.
Look, I need, like, what happened in the span of we're building this multiverse and then the fallout with Sony and then this film coming out. I need that story to be told, and man, this thing sounds like such a casualty, which, I mean, I think they kind of understand, and nobody, like, who was asking for Morbius? Not even me, a Morbius comic
apparently.
fan. I was not. Do not clump me in with those people. I'm a Morbius fan, but not this Morbius fan. Even I have self-respect, damn it, after watching 2 seasons of Iron Fist back-to-back on Disney+. Plus. I have self-respect.
But he's the next Marvel legend. How could you not want him?
That's so dumb. That's the only thing they put everywhere. Like, the new Marvel legend arrives. What Marvel? Marvel.
Yes.
Yes. Amazing. Just, I guess the movie's going to come out soon. People will be able to objectively look at it. We'll see what that looks like.
You'll be able to watch it online soon.
Yeah. I'm assuming that thing gets a rapid response to Stars or somewhere.
Oh, please don't put it on Stars.
It's going somewhere.
It can't go. No, it can't go to Stars because it's Sony. It'll go to Netflix.
Oh yeah, they have that thing with Netflix. I hope they weren't hinging on this thing making money, because
mean, they probably stopped caring after No Way Home made like $3 billion.
I mean, it's crazy that this film is going to do so bad and Uncharted is becoming a franchise as a film.
Oh, yeah.
But I never would have seen that one coming, but here we are. It's
I say Nick posted what this is apparently supposed to do opening weekend in the Facebook group, and I can't remember what it was.
$3 billion.
I want to say it was like 30 to 60 or something like that. I was like, there's no way this thing makes 60 million. There's no chance. There's no chance.
This thing is not making like anything close to Eternals. I will die on that hill.
What did Eternals make again?
More. That's all that matters.
I can't even remember.
Oh,
It was like a lifetime ago.
yeah, it does. It does. Well,
Oh, it's 40 to 60. So yeah, there's no chance.
I'm saying
joke.
30. Who is
Dollars
going...
or million?
Yes. Oh.
Yeah, let's see. Eternals, they made 71 million opening weekend.
Yeah, I didn't get anywhere near that. Yeah, no.
Look, Jared Leto's Croatian cult on that island is going to make sure this movie makes at least some money. So, yeah. People that don't know, look that up. That's a real thing. I'm not even making that up as a bit. He has a Croatian cult. So, yeah. It's, how that goes.
Weird.
It is. It's very weird. It's a bunch of women.
He's a weird dude.
It is. Like, he walks around barefoot, dressed like Jesus. It's a bunch of women, and then there's like 3 neckbeards with Marvel shirts in every photo, and I'm just like, this is
that's
strange.
just Jared Leto clones.
Wait,
Oh,
aren't
okay.
they all wearing white as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all white. Yeah. It's like some weird 30 Seconds to Mars sex cult. I'm certain of it.
Oh, amazing. Just speaking of, no, I was going to walk into this speaking of cults, but not really anymore. Speaking of the DCEU, we're going to get more cameos and crossovers, says James Gunn. And this came as obviously a response to Peacemaker because now the show is available in the UK so people can watch it.
Finally.
Yeah, finally, right? So James Gunn was like, well, let's talk about that because everybody knows about the Justice League cameos and stuff. And he said that upcoming projects will have more crossovers and cameos. Now, we know that, like, people from Peacemaker will be appearing in Black Adam. We know there's going to be Shazam crossover. It looks like Wonder Woman is all but confirmed to appear in that film. Whatever new TV series James Gunn is working on, that seems to be more connected to the DCEU than even Peacemaker, which that's a given for more crossover. So, yeah.
Hopefully there aren't any more embargoes on characters actually showing their faces on TV.
Well, to be fair, they don't have the actors to play those characters. Oh,
It's true.
Amazing. Just amazing.
It's just going to be more Shazam. It's just the neck down.
Yeah. Look, we can only afford Zachary Levi because his movie didn't do that good. So, and the same types of cameos. So here you go. And look, they got to make the universe and the world feel alive and like it matters. Because so far, the most buzz that Peacemaker got was that scene with the League. That was like the most buzz about it.
Yeah.
And then after that, couple days it fizzled away and nobody talked about anything because it's like you're unsure what the next thing is, like you just don't know. So it's unfortunate, but that's kind of
what is the next thing out for them?
Black Adam in October.
Oh yeah, they moved everything, didn't they? God.
Yep.
Yeah, they did.
Yep.
Oh man.
Yep.
At least the Batman was good.
Yeah.
They don't need to ruin the year they've had with that. No.
Yeah. I mean, I'm excited. There's no way that you're telling me that Black Adam doesn't end with him in modern day seeing Shazam. And
well, it's got to be in modern day already, right? If it's got people from Peacemaker in it.
Well, from what I understand, the team uncovering him, that's kind of like the modern day where they find the tomb and then at the end, like, I fully believe that the scene of him killing those people and everything is like the end of the movie. Like, when he awakens in modern day.
Oh, I mean, you missed a movie. You forgot League of Super Pets. The only reason I remember about that, is because Keanu Reeves voices Batman.
That movie feels like a fever dream to me. I don't know why.
Maybe
Probably because it was made from one.
Yeah, it's just basically The Rock and Kevin Hart doing another movie together.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but they mixed it up, so they're not the roles you would have thought they were. They're the other way around.
How? I saw the trailer. They're just being themselves as pets.
But see, now you can't make fun of Kevin Hart's height. See, it's funny now. It's funny. Laugh. He's short. Laugh.
But don't they make like a short joke in the trailer or something?
Of course.
I'm certain they do something about his height. Certain of it.
All that movie's missing is Melissa McCarthy talking about how she fell down, and they got everything they need.
Oh, she'll be a pug in there somewhere.
A pug that falls down. God damn it. I don't like
That's
this.
what pugs do. They just roll.
It's true.
They're like the goats in Elden Ring. They just roll around.
No. Yeah. That is true. So, yeah, look, here's the thing. Here's what I want. Get me any cameo you can in anything DCEU, and for the love of God, make a Green Lantern. Why is the most?
But that means they have to cast him, and that's time and money put into Green Lantern. They clearly don't want to do.
Look, why is the most Green Lantern we've gotten since Ryan Reynolds' failed attempt? Zack Snyder's photoshops. Why?
Say his little cosplay shoot. For
yes.
That suit was ugly.
At least it's better than what the film gave us. Let's be real. It's a cosplay suit, but at least it's better. That's all you want. That's all you want.
I'll have to think about that one, to be honest. I don't actually know if I prefer the Ryan Reynolds one.
Mitch, trust me. You haven't. Ryan Reynolds' movie is.
No, I'm just trying to get the engagement going here. Okay,
it's bad. It is bad. That suit was bad.
Because the Snyder one has the mirror texture on the green, like the hexagon scale thing. It's I don't like it.
I didn't notice that till looking at it like after. I was like, oh, it does have that weird approach.
It's weird.
It is a little weird. Well, look.
What are we talking about again? Oh yeah, cameos.
Yeah. I want Green Lantern, but it's probably not going to happen. And this is what Strange Adventures was going to be for, which is in development. Hell, just like the Metropolis series, they released a press release on 4 years ago. Still hasn't happened.
That's not too bad.
Yeah,
they've got 13 more years. That's fine.
Got to break the Rock's record,
or match it.
Yeah. Well, that's it. More DCU cameos and crossovers are coming. Where? Who knows? Soon.
Well, what are the odds that you get Pattinson in The Flash?
Please no. Please.
There's got to be some kind of cameo, surely.
Because they can legally do it without having to pay him because it's content. I could see it when he's running through the Speed Force. Just tossing it there on like the wall, like the CW show did when they were like, just toss everything in there. It's all canon. Like I could see that.
Even I was surprised that they renewed the Flash again.
Yeah. The best thing about that was the Jesse Pinkman meme.
You can't keep getting away with it.
God damn. How? Why? Take that money and just put more of it into Superman and Lois. It's the only good thing you got going.
Gustin must need a new kitchen or something. There's no other reason for it to still be going.
God. I can't believe. And Legends of Tomorrow's on season like 7. 7?
Yeah, it's the new Supernatural.
Oh, God.
It's never going to stop.
No, it will stop and become the myths of yesterday or something like that.
The myths of yesterday. God damn it. Oh, that's a good one.
And Diggle still won't be Green Lantern.
Diggle's still doing his walk through all the cities, be like, I don't know about that ring, guys. It's like, bro, how much decision time do you have? Come on.
See, I really want him to just come out and say that Diggle's stuck in a time loop where he's forever deciding what to do with that ring.
Oh, It's yeah. Yeah. I love how like I've seen him appear in some of those other shows and he's just doing just about nothing, right? And then he appears in Superman and Lois. He has an entire arc there, and then he's gone again to be ruined by the other shows. Just amazing.
Oh,
Amazing.
oh.
It's quality. Hey, speaking of which though, where's Harley Quinn appearing next? They got to do something with her in the DCEU, right? Right? Harley?
Well, this is the thing. Like, we've heard nothing. Yeah, you would have thought Harley Quinn would have had the Suicide Squad spin-off,
Right.
and nothing.
Yeah.
And we know we're getting another one from that movie, and still nothing. It could be Harley Quinn fans, but we don't know. I think Birds of Prey kind of stung them
Oh,
on
yeah.
Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
Because haven't they changed the name again?
I think so, yeah.
I think it's now just Birds of Prey.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, that was a...
Yeah, looking it up. Yeah, they are likely not to use Harley Quinn after what happened with Birds of Prey.
It's unfortunate. I want a sequel to that.
Same, and it's honestly stunning that went from the most popular character of that year to 6 years later, nobody cares anymore. That's how you drop a ball. That is just, oof.
But the animated series is doing quite well, isn't it?
Oh God,
People really like that.
That's the best thing with Harley Quinn, and Poison Ivy, and anybody else in there. Yeah,
I need to watch it still.
it's so good, so good. Well, there we go, guys. That was our our final topic here. Sony officially acknowledged the Amazing Spider-Man 3 demands. This was interesting. I never expected them to respond to anything, especially through like the official accounts that have to go through the PR and everything. Like it's
what's
weird.
funnier? What's funnier is they had to say that the PR team said that they do not control when the movies get made, so don't get mad at them in the comments.
Yeah.
And look at the comments and they're getting mad.
It's honestly, it's not as toxic and as bad as some fan bases have been. It's gotten bad in there, but I've seen a lot of people just being like, "Oh, thank you for acknowledging this and seeing what we're trying to do," and it's
50-50 because I see that, and then I see the toxic ones where they're making assumptions saying, "Oh, the next trilogy isn't with Tom Holland; it's with Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire. We're gonna follow them with Spider-Man 4 and Amazing Spider-Man 3, and that's where we're gonna see Venom, and they're gonna have a fight, and then Miles Morales is gonna come in." And I'm like, "Whoa, slow your roll, man! I didn't know these imaginary movies are gonna happen."
We're booking our own universe. That's never gonna happen. That's I mean, financially, it would make no sense to abandon Tom Holland's Spider-Man and the MCU.
It really wouldn't. No.
Like, because you're abandoning the share of the loot with everything connected to the MCU, and that's what they're in for. Like, that's why the MCU Spider-Man films are their most profitable films. That's why they're where they're at. That's why they've booted Morbius out, and they're trying to shoehorn Venom in there, but Feige was like, no, we're keeping the symbiote piece here, and we're giving Venom the boot back into your own universe. Like, it's a give and take type of scenario, and the giving has been a lot of Disney and Marvel bending over backwards to just keep Spider-Man, and them trying to say, well, they're going to bring back the Amazing Spider-Man. They could, but it's not going to take the place of MCU Spider-Man, because that would be studio suicide. Like, what?
Yeah.
It's no.
I don't get why anyone even. Yeah, that's just Twitter being Twitter, really.
Yeah.
And it is, and then people have these like visions of grandeur, thinking that Marvel is gonna have a hand in it. I'm like, no, it's gonna be if it does at all, it's gonna be a Sony thing, and it's probably not gonna be good.
Yeah, that's the sad reality. If it's made, it's gonna be a Sony thing, and it's probably not gonna be good. And it's like, do you really like, I understand people want TASM 3, and I want it as well. But do you just want them to pick up the pieces of the script that they had and get back to it? Because no, then we're just back at where we were. Like, that's the problem.
I want to see that Garfield Spider-Man let loose.
Yeah.
Where he starts pulling, like, give me that crap.
Right, exactly. Like, you'd have to go back to the drawing board and completely reinvent it. So,
and the fans, they need to stop bothering Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire. Like, especially Andrew Garfield. Like, he made peace with not being Spider-Man anymore. He's almost 40, and he said that he's happy with not potentially being Spider-Man.
He also said he's not in the movie, and look how that turned out.
Yeah,
well, it's like I already know. It's like if the money's right, he'll suit back up. But he's made peace if it doesn't happen. So stop bothering him to say, have the hashtag that made Spider-Man 3.
Yeah.
I still want it though.
Same. Yeah. I want it, but the reality behind it is confusing. And again, we talked about this last show. Sony keeps announcing all these useless projects nobody wants, but they're just sitting on Spider People. Like, why?
I mean, aren't they making that Tim Minchin documentary now? Isn't that one just came out a couple of days ago?
Yeah. I don't
know.
So
no one's going to get that apart from me, but I make myself laugh.
Part of me feels like they're afraid to use other Spider People in fear of ruining them.
I wonder if they can actually legitimately use them or not.
There has to be something there,
I know they obviously own the rights to Spider-Man, but I wonder if the whole thing with Marvel, they can only do Spider-Man with Marvel at this point.
Right. Like, can they?
Because why do the villains? Or why not do?
Yeah. What? Why haven't you greenlit like whatever Spider-Gwen or whatever? Right. Like.
Yeah.
Well. Or set that in the TASM universe and do something there. Like, if they could legally do it, like, that Morbius and Venom would have been in the TASM universe because that would have been the smart thing to do. But there has to be something in the way. Like, clearly.
Unless Sydney Sweeney's going to be a Spider person, because she's in Madam Web now, isn't she?
Yeah. That's been the rumor. That
unless she's just the other Madam Web, and they have two of them.
Oh, down that route, huh? Oh.
They have the old one and the young one.
Yeah.
Just so we don't have to make Silk.
Is Johnson really that old? Like, Dakota Johnson's not that old that she has to be the old one.
I mean, how old is Dakota Johnson?
And not like 60. Like you need for Madam Web, an old version. Yeah.
Oh, she's 32. Well,
yeah, the age difference there is like what? Not even 10 years? That's
no, Sydney Sweeney's mid-20s, I think.
Yeah, see? Like, that's a weird casting. I'm gonna go with the rumors that she's probably Spider-Gwen, so they can give that,
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. You said Spider-Gwen, and my brain went to Gwenpool. I'm not really. That's PTSD kicking in there.
Yeah.
But where's the Silk series on Amazon? Where's that? I know it's Amazon, so we've got like 5 years to wait until we see a trailer.
And then it's coming next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where is it?
Yeah.
Johnson's 32, Sweeney's 24, so it's an 8-year gap.
Wow. Yeah, that's not a big old gap at all.
I have no idea what they're doing in that movie. I don't even think they know what they're doing.
Definitely not. This seems to be the for the course, though, for Sony. What are they doing?
Do they know? No.
Well, I can't wait till they're like, hey, check it out. Look at all these Spider-Man we reference and Venom and all this. Wait. Better scratch all that from this film. We can't legally do it, or they don't want us to because this film's terrible. And it's just like Madam Web interacts with Chameleon and
I was gonna say Moreland.
Moreland. But yeah. But it's gonna be like Venom when they didn't know it was called a symbiote and they called it a symbiote. So they're gonna be like, hey, Marlin.
Yeah, I have a feeling like Madame was gonna summon or create the Big Hero 6 with all the villains.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
The Insidious 6.
Oh, it can't be since they're heroes.
Oh, Sony, you somehow keep on failing upwards. This is a prime example. TASM 3 and what you're doing, and it's just straight up upwards. That's what we really got. Nobody should be surprised though, but hey, here we are. Any closing thoughts on this? Any Sony?
No.
Yeah.
No, not particularly. Not from me.
Nope. Give us a cheap Black Cat film. It can't be that expensive to produce a thief in a film. I don't get why it's taken so long. It's like a clear-cut choice of cheap budget that people might be interested in, but I don't know. Sony.
I mean, where's the live-action Miles movie?
That's
how have they not made that already?
That is literally your billion-dollar standalone film, but that's Sony's answer to Black Panther. But no.
Yeah, or even like 2099. Like, where's just the Spider people?
Bro, I have with my own eyes seen concept for 2099 from notable people that worked on Sony films. So I know that they've been discussing this thing for at least more than half a decade and nothing. And the concept art was good. So that
means they would never have gone with it.
That's probably why. That's literally probably why. Like, I'm telling you, just seeing the sky, line in New York and seeing that Alchemax, I was like, bro, this would sell. But no, it makes sense why they haven't greenlit it, because it would sell. So
yeah. Maybe they're still trying to find a Spider-Man The Rock can play.
Oh,
that's where we're heading.
Oh, enter Jesse Pinkman meme again, please.
Can't keep getting away with that.
Oh, I don't like it, but I think you're probably right. That's probably legit why. They're like, but who would
so
The Rock?
Who does Sony always get? Who does Sony always get
for their films?
Yeah,
that's a good question. Who do they always get?
Apart from Tom Holland right now, because he's the recent one.
Yeah.
Who can Mark Wahlberg play Spider-Man?
Mark Wahlberg is Miguel O'Hara. Oh.
He's pretending to be Miguel O'Hara because he beat the crap out of the real O'Hara.
Oh.
O'Hara's in like a coma in a hospital somewhere.
Oh, this is terrible. I don't like that this could actually happen. Yeah, that's it. That's the Sony talk. That's it. We're gonna cut this because fuck it. Why Sony? Kevin Hart is Miles Morales, and The Rock is Rhino, and they could just make fun of his height the entire time. See, it's like a never-ending goddamn. In every multiverse, Kevin Hart is short and The Rock makes fun of him. Oh.
There's got to be one where it's the other way around. But it's still The Rock making fun of Kevin Hart for being tall.
Well, see, The Rock would be the Green Goblin from The Ultimates, where they can just literally add, like, wings to his head and paint him green, and he's like, don't even need to CG me because I'm so big now.
Oh.
It's genius. This is genius, folks.
Yeah, I think it's time to end this.
Oh, definitely. We should just end this podcast. It's
just cut it off right there.
Yeah. So I guess that will bring us to the end of this show. As always, everybody, feel free to go on over into the members section where we will have a members topic this week talking about Sony's Kraven the Hunter and what in the world is going on there and other things. There we go. Yeah, that sounds good. So that's not ominous at all. So until next week, where we will return with our regularly scheduled Q&A and such, we'll catch you next time.